Once hailed as a modern-day Tony Stark, a genius entrepreneur reshaping the future of EV and space technology. But today, because of his behaviors, Musk's public image has taken a massive turn. Where he was once admired for his bold innovation and seemingly boundless ambition, he is now a god figure, adored by a loyal fanbase that excuses nearly every controversy surrounds him, and increasingly disliked by the general public who see his behaviors as dangerous, erratic, or outright offensive. And don't forget, this guy even had turned himself into a real-life meme figurehead for his Elon fan club. See this.
That was something.
I am become meme. Yeah, pretty much. I'm living the meme. It's like there's living the dream and there's living the meme, and it's pretty much what's happening, you know.
You're like...
And the turning point came not just with his erratic online behavior, but with a series of public incidents that painted Musk in an alarming light. One viral moment showed Musk appearing intoxicated at a White House event, slurring, stumbling, and seemingly under the influence. While no official confirmation has been made, the footage fueled widespread speculation that the billionaire was using drugs in high-level political settings. Paired with his past cryptic comments expressing admiration for a certain controversial figure from old Germany, many began to question Musk's judgment, character, and deeper political leanings. Not just that, these personal controversies have started to bleed into Tesla's brand, a company once synonymous with innovation, environmental progress, and sleek design. In Q1, Tesla reported a 13% drop in quarterly sales, its steepest decline in recent memory. The company is rapidly losing market share to more affordable and technologically advanced competitors, particularly from China, whose EVs now boast features like amphibious driving capabilities and smarter user integration. For the first time in years, Tesla is no longer the undisputed leader in the electric vehicle market. But the backlash isn't just coming from the public or media, it's also coming from within. Tesla's shareholders have launched a lawsuit against Musk, accusing him of insider trading. The lawsuit alleges that Musk sold over $7.5 billion in Tesla stock just before he announced key updates that caused the stock to tank, moves that allegedly allowed him to avoid massive losses while regular shareholders were left in the dark. This, combined with claims that Musk is using Tesla's resources and influence for personal political goals, has created a sense of betrayal among investors who once trusted him to lead with integrity. "We backed a visionary to change the world, not a meme-addicted billionaire chasing political clout," one frustrated investor wrote on social media. If Musk continues down this path, it's not just his personal reputation that's at stake, it's the legacy of Tesla, and perhaps the future of American electric innovation itself. Elon Musk's acquisition of Twitter was seen by many as a defining moment in his career, an opportunity to reshape one of the world's most influential social media platforms. He promised to turn Twitter into a bastion of free speech, vowing to protect open dialogue and reduce censorship. Yet, the reality turned out to be far more complicated and troubling. Instead of fostering a truly open environment, Musk's Twitter quickly became a place where some voices were unfairly silenced. Journalists who reported on publicly available information found themselves banned or suspended, raising serious questions about transparency and accountability. Terms like cisgender were mysteriously censored, reflecting a selective approach to content moderation that felt arbitrary and ideological. Meanwhile, critics and dissenting voices often found themselves shadow banned, hidden from timelines and searches without clear explanation, undermining the very free speech Musk claimed to champion. At the same time, the platform saw a sharp spike in hate speech, misinformation, and harassment. Musk's hands-off approach to content moderation, combined with a reduction in the workforce responsible for policing harmful content, allowed bots and spam accounts to flood Twitter. This not only degraded user experience but also amplified toxic conversations, making the platform more hostile and less trustworthy. Rather than becoming a vibrant marketplace of ideas, Twitter under Musk became a chaotic battleground rife with misinformation and abuse. This dramatic shift has left many wondering whether Musk's vision of free speech was ever truly about fostering open conversation, or simply a guise for rolling back content rules and loosening accountability. The result is a social media environment where harmful content thrives and genuine discourse struggles to be heard, a far cry from the ideal Musk promised when he took the reins. Elon Musk's public persona has shifted dramatically over recent years, from visionary CEO to something more resembling a persistent internet troll. Instead of focusing solely on innovation and leadership, he frequently dives into petty online arguments, often sparking unnecessary controversies. This behavior undermines the gravitas expected from someone at the helm of multi-billion-dollar companies and an influential government advisory body. One striking example of this immaturity was Musk's decision to remove the blue verification checkmarks from social media users, not based on objective standards, but seemingly as a retaliatory move against critics. This action destabilized a system originally created to provide credibility and trustworthiness on the platform, a system Musk himself once championed. By weaponizing verification, he effectively eroded the integrity of online discourse, making it harder for users to distinguish genuine voices from impersonators or misinformation. Even more bizarrely, Musk has been caught playing childish games on social media, like pretending to be his own son to comment on his posts in an attempt to appear humorous or relatable. These antics not only come across as disingenuous but also distract from serious conversations about the companies he runs and the policies he influences. Musk's public claims about balancing a grueling schedule, running Tesla, SpaceX, and advising a government initiative, while also finding time to play video games and watch anime often feel like a carefully curated persona rather than a reflection of reality. This raises doubts about the authenticity of his image and whether he can genuinely manage all these demanding roles effectively. Most troubling is the clear contradiction between Musk's actions and the principles he publicly promotes. While he preaches innovation, transparency, and efficiency, his conduct reveals a different story, one marked by impulsive decisions, lack of accountability, and a tendency to prioritize ego over substance. This disconnect leaves many questioning whether his leadership is driven by a genuine desire to improve the world or simply to amplify his own power and influence. Elon Musk's transformation from celebrated tech innovator to outspoken political figure has been nothing short of dramatic, and for many, deeply puzzling. After surviving an assassination attempt that shook the nation, Musk made a surprising move by publicly endorsing Donald Trump, a figure as polarizing as any in modern American politics. This endorsement marked a sharp departure from Musk's previous, more neutral or broadly libertarian image, signaling a newfound alignment with the hard right. From that point on, Musk threw himself into the political arena with a fervor that caught many off guard. No longer content to merely comment from the sidelines, he began appearing at right-wing rallies, policy forums, and other political events that were often charged with controversy. But instead of the poised, visionary leader admired for launching rockets and electric cars, audiences saw a different Musk, one who stumbled through speeches, sometimes delivering cringeworthy lines that felt more performative than sincere. His attempts at engaging crowds often veered into awkward territory, with moments of ill-timed humor and uncomfortable dancing that quickly became viral fodder, not for inspiring admiration, but for sparking embarrassment. What was once a figure of technological genius and innovation started to resemble a political pawn, used more for spectacle than serious leadership. The shift alienated many former fans and raised questions about the motivations behind Musk's political pivot. Was it genuine conviction, or a desperate bid for relevance in an increasingly fractious landscape? Whatever the reason, Musk's political turn has reshaped public perception, turning him from an admired disruptor into a controversial figure whose antics overshadow his achievements. The question now is whether this reinvention will have lasting consequences for his legacy, or simply be remembered as a strange detour on the path of a once revered entrepreneur. Elon Musk's increasingly erratic and controversial behavior isn't just a personal problem, it's putting Tesla's entire brand at risk. For years, Tesla was seen as the gold standard of electric vehicles, riding high on Musk's image as a visionary innovator. But lately, more and more mainstream consumers are starting to pull away, unsettled by the headlines and controversies swirling around the man behind the wheel. In today's hyper-connected world, a CEO's personal actions can quickly become inseparable from their company's reputation, and Musk's public missteps are casting a long shadow over Tesla's carefully built image. Meanwhile, the competition is closing in fast. Innovative companies, particularly from China, are pushing the boundaries with electric vehicles powered by cutting-edge tech like water-based batteries and other breakthroughs. These newcomers are not just alternative options. They represent serious threats that could redefine the EV market. If Tesla can't maintain its leadership and clean image, it risks being eclipsed by these rising stars, leaving the brand vulnerable to losing the loyalty of early adopters and mainstream buyers alike. Perhaps most troubling for Musk's legacy is how his personal controversies are beginning to drown out his technological achievements. The groundbreaking innovations from Tesla and SpaceX are undeniably impressive, but for many people today, those contributions are being overshadowed by news of erratic tweets, political entanglements, and public feuds. Over time, this disconnect could reshape how history remembers Musk, not as the trailblazing entrepreneur who revolutionized electric cars and space travel, but as the headline-grabbing figure whose antics undermined his own vision. The stakes are high. Tesla's future success hinges not only on innovation but on restoring trust and focus. Can Musk recalibrate and steer the narrative back to technology and progress? Only time will tell. Thank you so much for watching all the way to the end. If you found this breakdown insightful, feel free to share your thoughts down in the comments section below. With that, this is Visionomics, signing out.